Afternoon at Desmond Hall. Forces of evil align themselves in new alliances in efforts to gain possession of the ancient Egyptian relic they call the key. Brought to the family mansion by Quito at the cost of his life, the key seeks the pure spirit who will use it for its true purpose. Jean-Paul Desmond grieves for the death of his faithful Quito, and for the woman who renounced her love to save him from destruction. To him, in his desolation, comes another, one who has once betrayed him.
Yes, who is it? I brought you someone who wishes to speak to you.
Jean-Paul, how lovely it is to see you again. What's the matter? I don't understand.
Emily asked me to bring her back. She has work that is still unfinished, work that is vital to us all.
There are certain things that have changed at Desmond Hall since you left, Miss Blair.
I'm sorry about Quito. He was a good, kind man.
Many good and kind people are misused by others.
Well, I shall leave you two alone. There is no problem that people have that cannot be solved by candid conversation.
If I've done anything to offend you, I'm sorry.
It's a bit late to be sorry, don't you think? It's a little late to be sorry, don't you think?
Please, don't say that to me.
Well, what do you expect? After the threats, the spite, and the malice you directed at me?
When did I do that?
When I came to see you shortly before Helena and I were to be married.
But I don't remember it.
You seem to have a very convenient memory.
I've been ill. Most of the time I spent at Mrs. Hatter's was in bed, half alive. I hardly knew what I was saying or who I was. You must believe me.
What do you want?
I want to come back and finish the work. Do the work that I promised Philip Desmond I would do.
And nothing more?
Well, to complete my studies of your family history and to set in order all the information that's now just scattered in books.
Very well, I'd like you to do that.
Well, then can I come back?
Only on the understanding that I'm not the man I was when you left.
If you wish. I'm sorry about Miss Riley, too. She was a charming girl with style.
We will not talk about Miss Riley, please. Ever again. She's gone.
I wish there was something I could do.
I was fond of you once, but I have no more interest in anything of that kind. You will work here, and that is all.
If that's what you want.
Good, then it's settled. Your room is still waiting for you upstairs, and your work is waiting for you on the desk.
Thank you, Jean-Paul.
In return, perhaps you can help me.
Yes, indeed. Anything you ask.
Circle of fire, power of darkness. Keep her within our circle. Keep her within our coven. Do not break our circle. Do not break our coven. Answer me, O circle of fire. Answer me, O power of darkness. So, it is true. We have lost her.
I defy you. You hear me? Whatever spirit inhibits this room, I defy you to challenge me. I'm waiting. No response. Have you gone, never to return? Oh, this room must be free of your rustling shadows and your suffocating coils. It's now my room once more. Welcome, dear stepfather.
You have broken your bargain.
Have I?
You promised not to tell anyone about the key.
I didn't.
You told Jean-Paul.
I didn't tell Jean-Paul.
He accused me of taking the key from Quito.
Well, why don't you ask him?
I did. He told me some ludicrous story about Quito appearing to him in a dream.
Strange things have happened.
He is convinced Quito gave me the key.
It seems to me, dear stepfather, that if you were more honest with Jean-Paul, his suspicions might not upset you.
You're betraying him to me, aren't you? Answer me.
Such accusations are not becoming to you. I expect you to display more finesse. Now leave me to my work.
What are you doing here in the first place?
This room was mine in the first place. I have more right here than you have. Long before you or Jean-Paul or any of the others, I was here with Cousin Philip, who taught me.
Yes? And what did he teach you?
The history of my illustrious ancestors, my family legends and heroes, its saints and demons.
What are you doing here now?
I'm doing my homework. You see, in these books are the answers to questions that I must know.
So it is you that has the book.
What book is that?
The book that explains the key.
Oh. Is it missing?
Don't trifle with me. This is not an inconsequential matter that you can pass off with a joke or a prank. This is my opportunity to hold within my power the strongest force for good that human beings know.
Well, I wish you well with it.
And I need that book. It explains the use of the key.
I suggest you search elsewhere. It's not here, I'm sure of that.
If you have the book, it's no use without the key.
It might be a means for me to make a better bargain with you then.
Our bargain stands as it is. Don't try to trick me.
Someone's been going through my files. They're all out of order.
I was looking for something before you came. I'm sorry.
It's all right as long as it was you. I was afraid maybe it was some...
Emily, I need some information about a key.
You too?
What do you mean?
Well, this morning, Laszlo came to Mrs. Hatter's to ask me about an Egyptian key.
I knew it.
He wanted the title of a book that had information on it.
Is this it?
The River Caves of Desmonton. Yes, that's it.
Does it explain about a key?
No, it just tells us what's known about it, that's all. Isn't that funny? You know, when Laszlo asked me, I couldn't remember the title.